Twelfth Night is my favourite play of all time, so that's why I wanted to direct it. And it sort of also feels like the perfect play to accompany Romeo and Juliet, which I knew that I wanted to come back to after doing it here last year. So it seemed like the obvious pairing, really.
Our version of Twelfth Night is quite different because it's uniquely set in the 20s, and it's a company of actor musicians, and so the production is full of live music and that kind of Prohibition era jazz and brass, and the setting of it is the thing that makes it unique.
The idea of setting the play in the 1920s came about on the back of having done a very modern Romeo and Juliet. I liked the idea that we could set them in different times and places. And I also became obsessed with the idea while we were doing Romeo and Juliet that is a play about civil war. And there's these sort of mentions in Twelfth Night about them having come out of this period of warfare. And I thought that's really interesting to link those two ideas, but to be talking about them in very different contexts, so different historical contexts. So in a way it's exploring the same ideas but in a very different way. So that was what intrigued me most about the 20s. But also, as Tom says, it's a very rich visual language, lots of music, amazing costumes, and a very kind of rich, historical language to feed off of, really.
Twelfth Night's about love, about madness, about... What is it about?
Gender identity.
Yeah, that as well. So we're playing around with a lot of that.
It's set primarily in the Elephant,
Jazz bar.
which is a jazz bar owned by Orsino, and it's like the coolest place to be.
So we there's so much like playfulness and really cool jazz music we're doing, inspired like current modern songs but in a jazz twist, or traditional jazz music as well, which is super fun to play around with.
She plays everything, literally. There's no one.
In this show, I'm playing the baritone sax, a bit of drums, bit of bass, and clarinet. What are you playing, Peter Jukes?
The trombone.
Yeah.
That's about it at the
Very
moment.
well.
Yeah.
For anyone that saw Romeo and Juliet when we did that, it's a very different sound.
Yeah.
Everyone in the story, we've realised through rehearsals, is suppressing something, and music can potentially be their release.
And then Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah.
which is going to be fun. And I think it will be really interesting because these two shows were written in the same year, and it's really interesting to notice the similarities, in language and in themes and stuff. And I think both of these shows have amazing shades of light and dark, and incredibly funny and sad pathos.
And it'd be fun playing lovers in different plays as well.
Yeah.
Like Twelfth Night, what the love they have is very different to the love that Romeo and Juliet have.
Yeah,
which
definitely.
is going to be fun.
So the choreography and movement in Twelfth Night is very different to what we did on Romeo and Juliet, because the era lends itself to a style of dance, which is kind of Charleston and Flapper Girls and that sort of energy that goes with the music. It's very different in the sense that it's set kind of more like a cabaret world. So there's more almost numbers where it's very performative in Twelfth Night with that kind of Charleston-esque dance, which is great fun.
It's witty, fun, full of heart, brilliant music. We are making this the most wonderful production of Twelfth Night. We're all working really hard to tell the story. We want to make people laugh, we want to make people cry, we want to make people dance.
A jazz-inspired, bold production with, as you said, heart and malice in it.
I think people should come and see Twelfth Night because it's an invigorated retelling of such a classic, and I think what we're aiming for and what the actors are achieving is just a really fresh and exciting new telling of a story that we all know.
I totally agree, and I would also add that I think the Watermill has this amazing tradition of presenting Shakespeare in a way that you don't perhaps expect, with a real kind of contemporary edge to it. And I think this is a really exciting development of that previous work. So don't miss it.